Hey, welcome back to another episode of Simple Truth Television. Today is July 21st, 2025. And of course, today the breaking news story is that the actor Malcolm-Jamal Warner has passed away at the age of 54, supposedly from an accidental drowning incident that happened in Costa Rica while he was on vacation, according to his family. And notice how old he was. Of course, he was 54 years old, a very important number to the Jesuits, to the Society of Jesus. We've seen this number all year, especially with the Diddy case. So many actors have died at the age of 54. This is a very important number. And I just want you guys to notice how the show that he's remembered for, how it fits in with his age. Of course, he's remembered for playing the character Theo Huxtable in the Cosby Show. And notice in the language of gematria, when you write out the Cosby Show, it has a value of 54 forwards and 54 in reverse. I was watching a video right after I heard about his death, and it was actually by this YouTuber, Memories of Youth. And he went through the list of all the cast members that have died from the Cosby Show, and a lot of them stood out to me because I've covered a lot of those deaths already. Like the deaths, it was one guy he mentioned. It was this guy here, Merlin Santana, who's also in the Steve Harvey Show. He was shot down on November 9th, 2002, and I'm gonna play the video. I can't play the I don't think I can play the video straight without stopping it. I'm trying to avoid a copyright strike, but I am going to play some of the videos so you guys can listen to some of the actors that have died from that show. And we're going to review all of them and just show how the Society of Jesus are behind all of the deaths of all of those cast members from that show. From Merlin Santana to now today, the death of Malcolm Harvey. All right, so let's just finish covering the death of the person who died today, because that's probably who you guys are most interested in. So again, he died from an accidental drowning incident in Costa Rica while he was on vacation, and this is all according to his family. And we spoke about the 54 and how it connects to the show that he's remembered for, but 54 is also connected to Bill Cosby, the main character of the show. His name is also 54, like Jesuit order. And they're saying that this happened yesterday on the 201st day of the year. You guys all know that the Jesuit order is 201, like Order of Illuminati. So no doubt this is a nice little Jesuit ritual on the 201st day of the year. If he died yesterday, because there are other news sources that claim that he passed away today on July 21st. I do understand why they're reporting his death today, because Today leaves 163 days left in the year, the 38th prime number, and we know death, murder, killing, RIP, all 38 numbers, all 38 terms. But I'm pretty sure he died yesterday. Yesterday makes a lot more sense. But notice this too. His birthday is August 18th. He died 28 days before his birthday, or of course, kill equals 28. Here it says the date of death is July 21st, but, Wikipedia has his date of death as July 20th, the 201st day of the year. But notice if you measure from his last birthday, the day he turned 54, to his death, which was yesterday, according to Wikipedia, he died on the 337th day of his age, and that's the 68th prime number. And notice in gematria, the name Malcolm-Jamal Warner, it has the value of 68. And notice his name is also 185 and 112, just like Catholicism and mathematics. Here he is dead on the 201st day of the year. Of course, the Jesuits serve the Catholic Church. Of course, gematria is math. It's really simple. It's mathematical. It's math and language. That's really what it is. And here we are discussing his death at 54 when he's remembered for the show, The Cosby Show, which has a mathematical value of 54. But let's play this video and let's see how many of these people I've covered and how many of these people who have, because I haven't watched the video. I'm gonna watch the video for the first time along with you guys. I hope I don't get a copyright strike, please. If the owner of this YouTube channel is watching my video, please. This is for educational purposes. I am not trying to, benefit of your work at all. This is to teach people what's really going on in Hollywood, in the TV industry. And, there's other things we could talk about with the Cosby Show. We know Cosby Show equals 42, like Huxtable, because this was a black family, the Cosby Show. 42 is a number stamped on black people throughout history. But let's go through this video, and then we'll talk some more about the death of Malcolm Warner and see what else other news sources are reporting. Because for right now, they're just saying that that it was an accident. I never understood that term, accidental drowning. I mean, who drowns on purpose? I never understood that term. Why is it called accidental drowning? Isn't every drowning situation an accident? This is weird. Accidental drowning. Oh, he accidentally drowned. Well, how many people drown on purpose? I don't think anybody drowned on purpose, but whatever. But it says here that Malcolm-Jamal Warner, best known for playing Theo Huxtable on The Cosby Show, has died. He was 54. The veteran actor and director died from accidental drowning off the coast of Costa Rica on Sunday. Yeah, so you see what I mean? So he died yesterday. Not sure why some sources are saying that he died today. He died on Sunday, you guys, the 201st day of the year. All right? Yeah, Bill Cosby equals 54 as well, if you guys didn't know. Notice the name Bill Cosby. 42. Oh, Cosby Show. It's Bill Cosby I want up here. Bill Cosby is 144 and 54, just like Jesuit order. Here is one of his cast members dead at 54. Jesuit order 144 and 54. You guys saw the Cosby Show. It's 54 forwards and backwards. And it's funny. Tomorrow leaves 162 days after the year. I'm waiting to see what they report tomorrow about this man's demise. But let's watch the video now. Let's see what else we can see with the other 34 cast members. If there was 34 cast members before him, that's actually important because Catholic equals 35. He could be the 35th cast member to pass away, and we saw how his name equals Catholicism. So he could be the 35th cast member from the Cosby Show to have passed away. I still have to verify that because this video was put out 4 months ago. I don't know if anybody died in that period from that show. But if he is the 35th, again, Catholic, it has gematria of 35. And his name equals Catholicism.
The Cosby Show was one of the most beloved sitcoms of all time, bringing laughter, life lessons, and unforgettable characters to audiences worldwide. Over the years, we have sadly lost many of the talented actors who brought these iconic roles to life. In this list, we honor 34 actors from the show who have passed away, celebrating their contributions to television and the lasting impact they left behind. Merlin Santana, born on March 14, 1976, in New York City, New York. He portrayed Stanley in The Cosby Show, 1991, when he was 15 years old. Stanley was a cocky yet charming young man who had a crush on Rudy Huxtable. Santana later gained further recognition for his roles in Moshe and The Steve Harvey Show. Tragically, he was shot and killed on November 9, 2002, at the age of 26 in Los Angeles, California.
Okay. He died on November 9th, right? I remember some of the details with his death. Notice his name's Santana. His name is Merlin Santana. His name is Santana equals 119. He died on November 9th, 11/9. And I actually do have a write-up on his death. Let's see, because I wasn't too good at decoding when I first covered his death. This was in 2019. I was still a baby. But I did a pretty decent job. Notice murder equals sitcom. Right, this guy was murdered, and a lot of this stuff, a lot of the things that I put up here, I wouldn't put in my decode today. But there are certain things that stood out to me. Like again, his name Santana and him dying on 11/9. That's definitely relevant. Notice Steve Harvey show equals 73. That's what he was remembered for. One of the sitcoms. And he played the character Romeo Santana, which equals 46, and Sacrifice is 73 and 46. We see a lot of those pairings of those two numbers come together a lot. And he also died on day with 42 numerology, going with the Cosby Show, Huxtable, and in the sitcom Huxtable, he played the character Marcus. And it says here that they blamed the killing on a 17-year-old teenager girl. It was supposed to be a teenage girl who killed him. A teenage girl was found guilty Tuesday of helping two men kill popular young actor Merlin Santana, making a clean sweep for prosecutors who earlier won convictions against her two co-defendants. Okay, so I guess she was the one that set him up. The 17-year-old female. All right, so that's what I remember about him. Let's see who else they bring up in the video.
A targeted shooting.
Homework, and I'll come around while you're working, and I'll talk to you individually.
Yo, tío, huggable.
Prepárate conmigo para ir a...
Okay, now there's an ad.
Eléctrica. Esta...
All right, let's wait for the ad to go by. Let's see what else are they reporting on Hollywood Reporter. Yeah, we spoke about he was born on 18/8, 188. Bavarian Illuminati equals 188. Born in New Jersey, the 201 area code. So the guy's from the 201 area code, dead on the 201st day of the year.
Well, actually, it's Hux.
Ethel Ayler, born on May 1st, 1930.
Look at this, you guys. I'm watching this video for the first time, so a lot of this I haven't seen any of this stuff. But notice this actor, Ethel Ayler, who I don't even know who that is, to be honest. She died at 54 as well. Again, the Cosby Show is 54. Yes, she was. Actually, it says here that she was 88. What is this? Wow, why is he reporting that she was? Oh, I guess she was 54, and then she died at 88. I'm sorry, I didn't see the other half. Okay, so she was 54 when she did the show. That's actually interesting, because the Cosby Show is 54. Yeah, but she died at 88. Yeah, it makes sense. I'm like, how can she be 54 looking like this? But okay, so she was 54 when she did the Cosby Show. How about that?
In Whistler, Alabama, she portrayed Carrie Hanks in The Cosby Show, 1984, when she was 54 years old. Carrie Hanks was Claire Huxtable's mother, known for her elegance, wisdom, and no-nonsense demeanor. Ayler had a long career in film, television, and theater, including notable roles in Eve's Bayou, 1997, called 19 Theo Huxtable. Thomas, born on September 23, 1968, in Boston, Massachusetts. She portrayed Justine Phillips in The Cosby Show, 1988, when she was 20 years old. Justine was the longtime girlfriend of Theo Huxtable.
Okay, so speaking of Theo, that's who died today, Theo Huxtable. Let's look into the death of Michelle Thomas, who played his girlfriend, who she died in. She was a really young female, a really young actress, 30 years old. Okay, so let's see what happened with. She died December 23rd, 1998. Let's just measure from her death to this guy's death. 12/23, 1998. So he died 26 years later. 209 days after the anniversary, or 156 days before the anniversary. Okay. And speaking of 54, he died yesterday on a day with 72 numerology. Almost missed that. going back to Malcolm, and I think they did a similar ritual with P. Diddy on the 54th day of the year. Notice Jesuit order is 72 and 54. He died at 54 on the day with 72 numerology, the 201st day of the year. What was the thing they did with Puff Daddy? Oh yeah, it was on July 2nd, the day with 54 numerology. That's what it was. Cassandra Ventura is also 54. And going back to what I was saying about 54 and a lot of celebrities dying at the age of 54, Irv Gotti passed away at the age of 54 this year. We started off the year covering his death at 54. But yeah, so on 7/2, about 19 days ago, we were just talking about this pairing of 54 and 72 with the Diddy case. He was found not guilty on 7/2 on 54-day numerology. It happens all the time, you guys. It's not a coincidence. Going back to Michelle Thomas, let's do. I don't remember covering her death, so I'm just gonna do a real nice little quick decon on her. Michelle Doris Thomas. I wonder what happened to her. They'll probably say it in the video, but I could look it up just to save some time. So she died from cancer. She was 30. 9/23 was her birthday. She died in 1998. 91 days after her birthday, or 13 weeks. When 91 is the 13th. Okay, so remember what I was saying in the beginning of the video, how the Jesuits have everything to do with all the deaths of these actors? Look what day she died. Well, her birthday. The day she died is also significant, right before Christmas. But she was born the 266th day of the year. We know Jesus Hamanan Salvatore is 266. So she had the perfect birthday for a Jesuit ritual. And her death comes 274 days before her next birthday, before she turned 31. 91 days before her birthday. Oh, there it is. That's why she died 91 days after her birthday. There it is. So yeah, so I'm just going to do a quick surface stuff so you guys can just see how ritualistic all of these people's deaths are. Right? So look at this. So let's go to 1998. Zoom in on you guys so you guys can see at home. She was born September 23rd. And September 23rd, 1998, that was her last birthday. That was the day she turned 30 years old. And she died on December 23rd, 1998 from stomach cancer, supposedly. 91 days after her birthday. And notice in gematria the name Michelle Doris Thomas, it equals 91. And she died from stomach cancer, which has gematria of 228, like death. Conspiracy is also 123 and 51. She died on the 62-day numerology. Sacrifice is 62. Right? So let's continue. I don't see the connection between her death and Malcolm Warner. There probably is none, but she did die 91 days after her birthday in a clear ritual.
Known for her sweet and supportive nature, Thomas later gained more fame as Myra Monkhouse on Family Matters. Tragically, she passed away on December 22nd, 1998, at the age of 30.
Even if it was December 22nd, that was still the 91st day of her age. So, I was still the 91st day of her age.
Due to a rare form of stomach cancer.
Between all of that there was some kind of studying going on.
I know it didn't look like it, Dr. Huxtable.
It didn't, believe me. And I've seen studying before. And
Earle Hyman, born on October 11th, 1926, in Rocky Mount, North Carolina. He portrayed Russell Huxtable in The Cosby Show, 1984, when he was 58 years old. Russell Huxtable, the wise and loving father of Cliff Huxtable, was a retired jazz trombonist known for his strong values and warm relationship with his family. Outside of this role, Hyman was also well known for voicing Panthro in Thundercats, 1985 to 19.
Here he is. Here's another death at 91. Earle Hyman. We know she died. Michelle Thomas died 91 on her 91st year of her age, or 91 days after her birthday. Earle died. What's this guy's name again? Earle. Excuse me. Earle Hyman. Here he is. So he died on November 17th, 2017, at the age of 91. Just want to really quick go through these people's demises. Her name is 102, like the N-word and slavery. We see a lot of black celebrities with those 102 names. From 10/11, 2017 to 11/17, 17. There it is. There it is, you guys. I saw how, again, today leaves 163 days left in the year, the 38th prime number. Today, this is why they're reporting Malcolm Warner's death today. On the day leaving 38 days, 163 days after the year, the 38th prime number, because murder, death, killing, R.I.P., they all equal 38. Earle Hyman, who died at the age of 91, he died on the 38th day of his age. Again, death, and on a day with 38 numerology. How about that? It doesn't miss, you guys.
1989. He passed away on November the 17th, 2017, at the age of 91 due to undisclosed causes.
Undisclosed causes, murder by numbers. That's what he died from.
From Madison Square Garden, I was visiting an old friend of mine whose grandson is playing in a band there tonight.
Tonight?
Ron Foster, born on February 19th, 1930. He portrayed Herb Temple in The Cosby Show in 1987 when he was 57 years old. Herb Temple is a professional acquaintance of Cliff Huxtable, often engaging in work-related discussions. Though his appearances are limited.
Okay, so Mr. Ron Foster, a lot of these people I've never heard of, but it's always the same thing with these people. So let's see. February 26, 2015, age 85. He died 7 days after his birthday. That is the 56th day of the year? 226. The 57th day of the year? (2015). That is a day leaving on 308 days in a year, similar to 308. Bill Cosby. I know Bill Cosby's birthday's just passed July 12th. Let me just see how it lines up with Bill Cosby's birthday. He died 229 days after Bill Cosby's birthday. Bill Cosby born on the 193rd day of the year. The name Ron Foster. There it is, you guys. He died on the 57th day of the year. The name Ronald Foster equals 57. Just like Scottish, right? Hey, his name is also 177, like the Jesuit order. Notice Foster equals murder equals sitcom. And what was his cause of death? I guess there's two Ron Fosters. Yeah, no cause of death, of course. But again, he died on the 57th day of the year. The name Ronald Foster equals 57.
Limited. He contributes to the show's depiction of
And notice he started, can't make this stuff up. He started playing the character. He started his career with The Cosby Show at the age of 57. just to end up dying at 57 on the 50. No. Just to end up dying on the 57th day of the year when the name Ronald Foster equals 57.
Cliff's professional and social circle. He passed away on February 26th, 2015, at the age of 85 due to natural causes.
$75,000 will hardly compensate for the loss of income due to your client's delay in shipping.
I think we're being overly generous by offering anything at all.
Roscoe Lee Browne.
Discover your Nissan at...
So while while this ad is playing, I'll look him up. What's that? I forgot his guy's name. Ronald what? Cosby. No, that wasn't him. So Roscoe Browne, excuse me. April 11, 2007, age 84. I actually remember him from the show. 62, 64. So 4/11, 07. He died on the day of 42 numerology. Cosby Show equals 42. Born on May 2nd. He died right before his birthday. Wasn't he 85 years old? He was 84. He was 84. Of course he was 84. He was 84. Catholic Church is 84. The Jesuit Order is 84.
Barnabas Foster in The Cosby Show in 1986 when he was 64 years old. Dr. Foster is a distinguished professor and friend of the Huxtable family, known for his wisdom and charismatic presence. He engages in intellectual discussions with Cliff and serves as an inspiration to the younger generation. He passed away on April 11, 2007, at the age of 84 due to cancer.
Rather ordinary.
Oh. Constituents.
Yes, sir.
Elaine Stritch, born on February 2nd, 1925. She portrayed Mrs. McGee in The Cosby Show in 1989 when she was 64 years old. Mrs. McGee is a no-nonsense, strong-willed woman who brings a mix of humor and wisdom to her interactions with the Huxtables. She passed away on July 17, 2014, at the age of 89 due to natural...
July 17th, 17/7. These Judge Waters 177. We don't even have to look any further.
October 2nd, 1929. He portrayed Dr. Lotus in The Cosby Show in 1989 when he was 60 years old. Dr. Lotus is a respected medical professional who shares a professional connection with Cliff.
Dead at 64, killed 64. I think he died on October 2nd, they said. Right, like on 10/2, 102. Slavery, the N-word is 102. We know how racial divisive the numbers are against the Cosby Show. They even had the name of the show equal 42, right? So that's not a stretch by any means.
Huxtable, contributing to the show's portrayal of the medical field. He passed away on December the 16th, 1993, at the age of 60.
Okay, I guess his birthday is 10/2. Let's just look him up real quick. So I don't want to say something that's incorrect. So Moses Gunn. His birthday is actually 10/2. Okay, that's what it was. All right, so let's see. Let's take a look at the Gematra's name. He's 64 years old. And his name is 44. December 16th, 1993. From 10/2. He died on the 76th day of his age. How about that, you guys? The N-word is... Actually, no. 76 is a very, like I said, it's a number that's been stamped on black people throughout history. The Cosby Show is a very racial, divisive show. They mock black people in that show all the time. They even had the show Equal 42, right? Cosby Show. But going back to 76, no, the slave is 76, the Negro is 76, and Ross is 76. He died on the 76th day of his age. Blue, 76. The term jigaboo, 70. It's not 76, but it is 59. There's another 76 term, but I don't remember right now. But Moses Gunn. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Moses is 64, 28, and 17. Kill, 64, 28, and 17. And how old was he? He was 64 years old. The name Moses equals 64. Now let's see why they have his last name with two N's. That's why, because he equals 56 like Society of Jesus.
'64 due to complications from asthma.
Muscola a lot lately.
Yeah, that Gilly. He's a busy boy.
You here? You there, huh?
Kristoff St. John, born on July 15th, 1966. He portrayed David James in The Cosby Show in 1984 when he was 18 years old. David James is a charismatic and confident young man who interacts with the Huxtable family, reflecting the experiences of young African-American men during that time. His presence adds to the show's themes of family, education, and personal growth. He passed away on February 3, 2019, at the age of 52 due to hypertrophic heart disease.
St. John during the show. Kristoff St. John was found dead in his Woodland Hills home Sunday. He was only 52. The cause of his death is under...
This is what I mean about the news. You guys see that? As they're reporting his death, it happens to be 5:40 in the afternoon, like 54, and it just happens to be 52 degrees, and talking about the guy who died at the age of 52. Of course, Pope equals 52. That's not an accident. I know a lot of people are like, oh, what does the time have to do? This stuff is perfectly scripted, you guys. The news, they're reporting this guy's death at that time on purpose, man. What was this guy's name again? Kristoff John. Watch this. At 5:40, they're reporting this guy's death. So here's another guy with a 64 name. He was 52 years old, dead on February 3rd. What year was that? 2019. I probably covered his death. I was doing gematria back then. He died on day with 44 numerology, the 34th day of the year, the day leaving 331 days left in the year, the 67th prime number. A day with 44 and 17 date numerology. Isn't that the day that this guy also died? Dustin Diamond? No, it was actually 2 years later. Okay. Okay, so Kristoff, what is his birthday? 7/15. See what I mean? See what I mean? See what I mean? That 163 days before his birthday. And you can say he died 162 days before his birthday. You guys saw how The Cosby Show is 162. All right, so he died 162 days before his birthday. The Cosby Show is 162. So that's really what the ritual is. But if you include the end date, it is a span of 163 days before his birthday. But if you don't, he died 162 days before his birthday. The Cosby Show is 162. And think about how Malcolm Warner is dead at 54. Another member of the Cosby Show. And the Cosby Show is also 54 forwards and backwards.
'18th, 1911. He portrayed Dr. Burns in The Cosby Show in 1986 when he was 75 years old. Dr. Burns is a quirky and kind-hearted physician, bringing humor and warmth to his interactions with the Huxtables. His character adds a light-hearted yet professional dynamic to the show's portrayal of the medical field. He passed away on March 3, 1987, at the age of 76 due to heart failure.
Who said hello?
Me.
Oh, hello, I know you. You're Rudy Huxtable.
Right.
How are you?
Fine.
Doris Belack, born on February 26, 1926. She portrayed saleswoman in The Cosby Show in 1984 when she was 58 years old. The saleswoman is a sharp and professional character who interacts with the Huxtables during a shopping scene, adding a touch of realism to everyday family experiences. Her brief but memorable appearance highlights the show's ability to capture relatable moments. She passed away on October 4, 2011, at the age of 85 due to natural causes.
I'd like to make her look a little more attractive. How far can you pull back?
How do you feel about Cleveland?
Knock it off.
That's good right there, Herbie.
Tienes $1,000,000 y
85 from natural causes. What was this lady's name? Doris Belack? She died on 10/4/2011. The 277th day of the year. But there it is. There's your natural causes. You see how natural causes is 88? She died on the day leaving 88 days in a year. From natural causes, supposedly. There's your natural causes. 2/26/2011. 145 days before her birthday. Catholic is 145. So her birthday is February 26th, like that. How the other actor died on that date, the 57th day of the year. That at 85, she was in her 86th year of life. Blood sacrifice is 86, and like human sacrifice. Yeah, but natural causes is 88. She died on the day leaving 88 days after the year. Notice her name is 72, like Jesuit order as well. There's your 38 for natural causes. The 277th day of the year, the 59th prime number. That's what I'm saying. It says here that she died on July 4th, 2021. But yeah, I think she died on 10/4. That makes more sense.
Due to natural causes.
I'd like to make her look a little more attractive. How far can you pull back?
How do you feel about Cleveland?
Knock it off.
Who trade Mr. Dibbs?
There, Herbie. All right, Dorothy, honey, we're going to try one. Okay.
Lou Myers, born on September 26, 1935. He portrayed Mr. Davis in The Cosby Show in 1987 when he was 52 years old. Mr. Davis is a wise and occasionally humorous figure who interacts with the Huxtable family, offering advice and insight in his own unique way. He passed away on February 19, 2013, at the age of 77 due to complications from pneumonia.
Taste buds, because I got us a little taste of heaven in a bucket. Yeah, oh yeah. 15 pieces of chicken, cornies, Cajun clutch.
Lynn Thigpen, born on December 22, 1948. She portrayed Mrs. Hudson in The Cosby Show in 1991 when she was 43 years old. Mrs. Hudson is a warm and insightful character who interacts with the Huxtable family, offering wisdom and support in her own way. Her presence in the show adds to its rich portrayal of strong female role models. She passed away on March 12, 2003, at the age of 54 due to a cerebral hemorrhage.
Important.
Well, you ain't gonna get there on this train. Hey,
Maybe you better think about it.
the bombers have gone crazy. They're doing everything they can to...
Dizzy Gillespie, born on October 21st, 1917. He portrayed Mr. Hampton in The Cosby Show in 1984 when he was 67 years old. Mr. Hampton is a charismatic and musically gifted character, reflecting Gillespie's real-life legacy as a jazz legend. His appearance brings a unique blend of humor and musical brilliance to the show. He passed away on January 6, 1993, at the age of 75 due to pancreatic cancer. Lena Horne, born on June 30th, 1917. She portrayed herself in The Cosby Show in 1985 when she was 68 years old. As a legendary singer and actress, Lena Horne's appearance on the show was a special moment, highlighting her influence as an icon in entertainment. Her presence brought excitement and admiration, especially from Cliff Huxtable, who was a longtime fan. She passed away on May 9th, 2010, at the age of 92 due to heart failure.
Believe within your heart, you know.
Ever wondered what your...
Yeah, but this 54 number, you guys, very important number. Again, the Jesuits, their motto is the sun. Well, their logo is the sun. Notice sun is 54. Jesuit order is 54. Spoke about that. And, of course, the name Bill Cosby. If you're just joining us, we are talking about the death of Malcolm Warner, who passed away at the age of 54. Bill Cosby is also 54 and 144, like the Jesuit order. And, of course, The Cosby Show is also 54. There's been a big number all year. We've been talking about the death of multiple actors and actresses from the show, The Cosby Show. We started the year talking about the death of Irv Gotti, who passed away at the age of 54. The Diddy trial, who he was found not guilty on 7-2 on a day with 54 numerology. Today's, actually, this Malcolm person died yesterday, right? Yesterday was a day with 72 numerology, and he died at the age of 54. These numbers come together all the time, 54 and 72. And so does 144 and 54, like you guys saw in the name Bill Cosby.
th 1946. He portrayed Dr. Dan Morgan in The Cosby Show in 1986 when he was 40 years old. Dr. Morgan is a skilled and compassionate medical professional who interacts with Cliff Huxtable, contributing to the show's depiction of the medical community. His character brings a sense of professionalism and warmth to the storyline. He passed away on May 24th, 2021, at the age of 74 due to prostate cancer.
Imagine always living here. Imagine always living there. Always never leaving.
Rosalind Cash, born on December the 31st, 1938. She portrayed Dr. Hughes in The Cosby Show in 1986 when she...
Notice her age age of death at 56. What we know about that number? Society of Jesus equals 56. Such a big number in 2020, especially with the COVID pandemic.
Is 48 years old. Dr. Hughes is a confident and knowledgeable physician whose presence highlights the importance of Black professionals in medicine. Her character serves as an inspiration and adds depth to the show's themes of education and career excellence. She passed away on October 31st, 1995, at the age of 56 due to cancer.
No, but it's got to be one of them.
So they got rid of her on Halloween. I just feel like there's more to this woman, so let me just take a look real quick. She was born on New Year's Eve, dead on Halloween. Do I need to say anything else? You guys see it, right? She has the nice little 201 in her name. And 1031, 12th. Well, what year was that? It's 95. $61. Dead on the day leaving 61 days after the year. 61 days before her birthday, obviously. That's a big number because Jesus equals 61, church 61. Notice her name is 38, of course. What they said was a cause of death, I forgot. Cancer, right? She died from cancer. There's usually a 44 connection with that. I don't see it though.
On October 31st, 1995, at the age of 56 due to cancer.
Hey? No, but it's got to be one of us.
I guess it's me.
Denise, how much time did you spend writing that paper?
Clarence Williams III, born on August 21st, 1939. He portrayed Mr. Thornhill in The Cosby Show in 1985 when he was 46 years old. Mr. Thornhill is a serious yet engaging character, interacting with the Huxtables in a way that adds depth to the episode's storyline. His role, though brief, showcases his signature intensity and screen presence. He passed away on June 4th, 2021, at the age of 81 due to colon cancer.
I don't know. If they get married.
Wendy?
Robert Culp, born on August 16th, 1930. He portrayed Scott Kelly in The Cosby Show in 1987 when he was 57 years old. Scott Kelly is a professional and charismatic figure who shares a connection with Cliff Huxtable. Contribute warm 2000.
Oye, compadre, pásame las pinzas para...
Yeah, that guy died at 79. We know society just does equal 79.
I went to law school together. I'm afraid he missed his calling. I've always thought he would be much happier with the public.
Louis Nye, born on May 1st, 1913. He portrayed Norman Kirby in The Cosby Show in 1987 when he was 74 years old. Norman Kirby is a humorous and charming character whose interactions with the Huxtables add a touch of lightheartedness to the episode. His role showcases his signature comedic style, bringing an extra layer of fun to the show. He passed away on October 9th, 2005, at the age of 92 due to lung cancer.
You guys notice how many cancer-related deaths there's been from The Cosby Show?
Bill Cosby, born on July 12th, 1937. He portrayed Dr. Heathcliff Cliff Huxtable in The Cosby Show in 1984 when he was 47 years old. Dr. Cliff Huxtable is a lovable, humorous, and wise father who works as an obstetrician while balancing his life with his wife and 5 children. His character is known for his playful parenting style, strong moral values, and comedic approach to family life. As of 2025, he is 87 years old.
Nobody even cares about it. So she didn't come around after you said that?
Felicia Rashad, born on June 19th, 1948. She portrayed Claire Huxtable.
I think all these people that he's showing now are still alive. Because I don't remember Felicia Rashad dying.
In 1984 when she was 36 years old. Claire Huxtable is a brilliant...
Oh, you know what? I almost missed that. You know, you guys heard that? The show, what year did the show start? Yeah, that's what it was. You guys notice the year that the show started? 1984. The Jesuit order is 201 and 84. This guy is dead on the 201st day of the year after starting his career with The Cosby Show in 1984. Just heard them bring up that number, 84. And that goes back to the other lady that died at 84. Like the year that the show began.
Brilliant, confident, and loving mother who works as a successful attorney while raising her 5 children alongside her husband, Cliff. Her character is celebrated for her intelligence, grace, and ability to balance career and family with strength and humor. As of 2025, she is 76 years old.
For my calendar at work today, and guess what I discovered?
What's that?
Tomorrow is the anniversary of the day that you proposed to me.
Oh.
Who's your favorite character from the...
Yeah, right. So that's actually a good video. Shout out to the person that created this video. Yeah, most of them have the Jesuit connection. All the people that have died from that show, and including our friend today, Malcolm-Jamal Warner. All right, so yeah, Bill Cosby is 87, huh? Actually, he's 88. He just turned 88. He was 87 when that video was made. Natural causes does equal 88, so they might let him live a little longer. The reason I was like 87, I thought he was still 87. I'm like, 87 is a little dangerous because his name is 87. But he's 88, so let's see what happens with Mr. Bill Cosby. Especially now that one of his co-stars is dead at the age of 54. All right. I'm just going to look at the chat before we end it to see. So Vinny says that The Cosby Show had 201 episodes. Oh my God. You see how you see that? That is true. Shout out to Vinny, man. I appreciate that. So here he is. So the guy dead on the 201st day of the year. The show had 201 episodes. That is a great way to end this video. The show that started in 84 had 201 episodes. It's undeniable, you guys. This stuff is undeniable. So sad that so few people understand it or are willing to look into it. 201 episodes. So shout out to Vinny. Appreciate that. So I just want to look at the chat before we end it. So Joseph says to read his comment. Let's go back and see your comment. See if I can zoom in on the comments. There it is. Okay. All right. So just want to make sure I get everybody's comment in there. All right. Here we go. All right. So let's just go through all the comments. So Vinny says he died on the 200. Yeah, he died yesterday on the 201st day of the year. Yep. 304 days from the first Cosby Show air dates, the 20th September to today. 304, I guess 304 is the word drown equals 34. Okay. Yeah, his death is being reported on the 21st, but he died on the 20th. Death is 20. Cosby is 88. Yeah, you're right on 54. It does equal 54. That's a good point. Yeah, a lot of stuff is still amazing how stuff is all perfectly scripted the way it is. Okay, so Joseph pointed out that it was 201 episodes of The Cosby Show. Shout out to Joseph. Good point. Okay, so that was actually Joseph who made that observation. Okay. Good job, Joseph. Or maybe it was Vinny. It doesn't matter. Anybody, whoever made that observation is great. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah. So the guy died on the 201st day of the year. The show had 201 episodes. How about that? The show that started in 84. You know what I'm thinking? They might let Bill Cosby live another 4 years to 92. The last episode was in 92. The name Theo has gematria of 163 in Jewish gematria. Yeah, all the Jesuit connections. I mean, this stuff there's no denying it. It's unfortunate that so many people do deny it, though. It's crazy how many people deny this stuff. All right, you guys, take care. Please hit the like, share the videos. Otherwise, there's no point of making these videos. These videos are for people who are new to the work to learn and share with their peers. The goal is to wake up the masses. This is not entertainment. And yes, even though you're not a celebrity, this stuff can affect you. This is the Illuminati. These are the people in control of the world. They control everything. And they have sick plans to continue controlling. I don't think I need to say anything else. That is basically the bottom line. These people are going to maintain control by any means necessary. And people need to realize what's really going on. All these floods that's going on, it's not the work of Mother Nature. Maybe you guys don't care about that, but you should care. Anyways, enjoy your week, you guys. Thank you for watching. Again, share the videos and please hit the like. Have a good Monday.